Once upon a time, in a kingdom far beyond the hills and rivers, there lived a young princess named Elara. Elara was unlike any princess in the land. While others marveled at jewels and dresses, she loved adventures and mysteries. Her days were filled with exploration, seeking hidden paths in the royal gardens, or getting lost in stories from ancient scrolls. One evening, just before sunset, Elara wandered into a part of the castle she'd never seen before. It was an old, forgotten tower, overgrown with ivy. Dusty tapestries hung on the walls, and the air smelled of history and secrets. At the very top, she found a wooden chest, locked and bound with iron chains. But as her fingers touched the chest, it creaked open as if it had been waiting for her all along. Inside, there was no treasure, no crown, only a single coin, glowing faintly in the dim light of the tower. Intrigued, she picked it up. It was heavier than any coin she had ever held, and engraved on one side was a mysterious symbol, something between a star and a crescent moon. On the other side, a single word was etched: choice. That night, as Elara lay in her bed, she couldn't stop thinking about the coin. What did it mean? Why was it locked away? She turned it over and over in her hand. Without warning, the room began to shimmer. The walls melted into a swirling fog, and Elara found herself standing in the middle of a vast enchanted forest. In front of her stood a figure cloaked in silver robes, their face hidden beneath a hood. The figure spoke in a voice as soft as wind through the trees. "Princess Elara, you have found the magic coin, a relic of great power. It is a key to a choice that will shape your destiny and that of your kingdom. But know this, every choice comes with a cost." Elara's heart raced. She had always dreamed of adventures, but this was beyond anything she had imagined. "What kind of choice?" she asked, gripping the coin tightly. The figure raised a hand, and the forest around them changed. On one side, Elara saw her kingdom flourishing, her people happy and prosperous. She saw herself as a wise queen, loved and admired. On the other side, she saw herself traveling across distant lands, encountering mythical creatures, discovering forgotten realms, and unraveling the deepest mysteries of the world. But her kingdom was distant, and she was alone. "The coin will grant you one wish," the figure said. "You can choose to stay, rule, and ensure your kingdom's future, or you can embark on a journey that no one has ever taken before. The choice is yours." Elara stared at the visions. Ruling her kingdom was what she was born to do. Her father had trained her for it, and she loved her people deeply. But the pull of adventure, of the unknown, tugged at her heart. Could she abandon her kingdom for the chance to explore a world filled with magic and wonder? I don't know what to choose," she whispered. The figure nodded, as if understanding her inner turmoil. "You have until sunrise. When the first light touches the coin, your decision will be made." And with that, the figure vanished, leaving Elara alone in the forest. She walked through the woods, her mind swirling with thoughts. What was more important, her duty to her kingdom or her desire for adventure? Could she find a way to have both, or was that impossible? Hours passed, and Elara found herself sitting by a shimmering lake. The moon reflected off its surface, calm and serene. She took the coin from her pocket, its glow softening in the moonlight. The word choice seemed to pulse, as if urging her to decide. As the horizon began to blush with the first light of dawn, Elara stood. She had made her choice. She held the coin high and whispered her wish. When the sun's rays finally kissed the coin, the world shimmered once more. Elara was back in her room, but something had changed. She looked at the coin in her hand, and it was no longer glowing. She ruled her kingdom with wisdom and compassion, but she also found ways to travel and explore distant lands. She didn't have to give up one life for the other. She learned to weave them together, embracing both her duties and her dreams. The magic of the coin wasn't in granting a simple wish. It was in helping her find the courage to believe that she could carve her own path, a path that didn't have to follow the rules laid before her. And so, Elara lived her life as both a queen and an adventurer, her heart full, her spirit free, and her kingdom thriving. And whenever she faced a new challenge, she would smile, thinking of that magic coin and the lesson it had taught her, that the greatest magic of all is in the choices we make,